Hello, everyone. Can y'all hear me? Hope so. I always have to ask because I feel like I'm going to be talking and like nothing will be coming out. So let's see here. Hope y'all can hear me. Do anybody? Let's see. So, how is everybody doing on a Friday? I have an echo. Shoot, hold on. Yeah, I kind of moved my mic, so I hope that's better. Just let me know. Anybody got plans for today? Hello, everybody coming in. Sorry, I kind of had like a little time and I thought it's kind of quiet on the YouTube streets. Why not go live, right? See what's going. You ever feel like there's something going on behind the scenes? I don't know. I feel that way. So let me say hi. Hello, Barb. Oh, thank you for becoming a member. Yeah, I haven't really like announced anything really. Hello, Angela. Penny for your thoughts. Replay crew. Shalima. London. Should have went to the game. Oh yes, you all always with that. Hey Cheryl. So sorry. I'm trying to get better each time. Oh, okay. Got you, Barb. Got you. Okay. Because I was like, I don't think I moved. So, oh yeah, replay caught well, your replay of your live. Um, I think Barb and I was doing a live at the same time, and I didn't even realize replay that y'all were live. But I did get a chance to hear it, and it was very interesting. Um, and your live, it's so weird. Like yesterday, I had Barb, so I could hear her, and now I just like hear myself. But anyways, I kind of wanted to just talk. I have like a lot of notes on things. Um, oh, first of all, I want to say if we can all do a quick prayer for Dorothy, who is having surgery. I'm not sure if she's out or not, but that she has a speedy recovery, and that we're all praying for you, Dorothy, and everything goes well. And I just want to make sure that we can do that. Um, let's see. I don't want anything negative in here. Sorry. Um, oh shoot. So welcome everybody coming in. Like anybody is welcome. I don't want anybody, but yes, prayers for Dorothy because I know she was very nervous about her surgery and all that. So I just want to send out, you know, positivity, speedy recovery, and Dot went into surgery at 7 a.m. So they should be wrapping up. Oh, okay. Thank you, Cheryl, for updating that because she sounded so nervous. I'm 40 years old, and I'm going to say I've never had surgery. I know that's crazy. Like every time I go to the doctors and they're like, okay, have you ever had surgery? And I'm like, no. And I feel like once I go under, like, I don't know, I'm just scared to get put under. Um, let's see, been thinking about Dorothy all day, and I don't even know. Oh, sorry. Really, surgery? Yes, it is. It is terrifying. Like I said, I've never been under, so yeah, I would be so scared the very first time if I need anything, and so, whew, I know that she is feeling nervous, but um, anyways, I wanted to talk about a few things that was going on around these YouTube streets, as we call them. Let me put this up real quick. Sorry, you guys. So when I'm at work, I always have like my headphones and I'm writing notes and jotting down like a lot of things. And so if I'm kind of all over the place, it's because at work I'm all over the place. So um let's see. I have quite a bit of notes. I don't even know really where to start here, but thank you guys for all being here. I know I don't do much lives at all. But thank you guys so much for spending a little time with me. Um, so let's see here. Hmm. Well, is there anything in particular you guys would like to first talk about? Throw me something and I will start with that. Just put initials, please. Don't type out anybody's full name, please. I would appreciate that. Um, I had surgery twice. Being put under was the best part. Oh wow, I've heard that. Like people, like my husband has, and yeah, he's kind of said the same thing. I think he had his gallbladder removed or something. Yeah, I think it was that. Um, let's see. Oh, sorry. Doing Dorothy updates and Summer page. Awesome. Talk about Barb. Okay. I saw Amber and Lycan using Twitch. Doesn't seem to get many views. Yeah, I noticed that. Like, do you notice that they're? Oh my gosh. Okay, here we go. We'll say this: the people who are the loudest and the one that says they have like the biggest community. They talk a lot of mess, right? And they'll say comments like, "Well, I can clip my toenails, or I can literally just draw and have an audience and stuff like that." But do you notice that they never they'll always come back to YouTube? I know it's a lot of it has to do with the money, but they talk a lot of crap, but they don't stay where they're supposed to. And they're both one of the biggest like people who have been terminated. And I find that interesting. Sorry. I'm sorry if I'm being like so rude and not saying hi to everybody. I feel like I need to like get a system of how to do this. Well, Willow, April, I'm so sorry if I did not. Please don't take it personal. I just like have so much notes and then I get a little nervous too. So, but yeah, like the biggest people who say, they have like the biggest community. They have like where everyone's jealous of their community, their money, their following, everything. Uh, why don't they ever just use another platform? I mean, I don't know. That's just something to think about because they're always like the main one that's talk a lot of stuff about a lot of people, right? I mean, I'm sure you guys know who I'm talking about, but they don't. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Okay. Sorry about that. Hello, everybody coming in. Lycan is a classic narcissist. Well, that's interesting you say that because that's exactly what I wanted to kind of talk about. So let's give him, I guess, some content, right? Because Lord knows you can do a 5-minute live on him and he'll do a 5-hour live. Let's see. And like I said, let's not like say anything like I don't want anybody bashing anybody. Like you can get a message across without being ugly. It's just the way that I like to carry myself personally. I don't want to be like, saying names or bad things. Hello, Jer. How are you doing? I need to get better at this. I'm so sorry. Okay, so here we go. Oh, hello, Lisa K. Okay, so I'm going to let me go back up here really quickly. Well, okay, so can you guys tell me if y'all see this? Sorry, because this is my first time kind of adding this part and I've never done this. So if y'all can like help me out. It's like, are you a narcissist? Maybe I need to make my videos. Okay, cool. So it shows good, right? Okay. Okay, so I was doing this kind of like what is it called? Like a slide PowerPoint kind of thing, and it was taking so long, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be like here forever doing that. Okay, I did want to touch on that for a little bit because, and when I talk about somebody, I don't want to be I gotta get my iPad because I can't see chat right now. Um, I was so angry at Andrea's mom for commenting on when here's the night before A sat there laughing with L when he drew Andrea as a monster. No self awareness. I don't know if I caught that. Um, yeah, okay. I'm just gonna get into it, and like I said, I'm just okay. So here we go. I'm sure he's gonna do a video of me, but I don't really care because I'm gonna keep myself busy. And this weekend, I think I'm gonna take a little trip somewhere because I've been working my butt off, and I'm pretty tired. So, we're just gonna get right into it. One of the biggest problems I've always had with liking, and I'm gonna be totally honest, is the disrespect he has for women. Okay, yeah, he could say, oh, he'll like do one like on Robbie, right? And he'll be like, you see, they always say like, oh, I always, talk about women when like, let's just say it's like really you talk about 10 women and throw one person in there, a guy in there. And then he made a comment that he says, well, Robbie's gays, does that even count? Like, why even say something like that? Um, like I don't know, just for me that just makes me like I don't know. He just always constantly says things that's just I don't know if he just tries to get a rise from people, and then when you respond, he's like it's like you're not even supposed to have any opinion about him, nothing. He just wants you to basically take whatever he says, and he's like one of the rudest people I've ever seen. Like I even had my husband hear him for a little bit, and he just cannot believe how certain people online talk. Uh, and when I talk and I say this, I'm not ever to bash anybody who does support him. Um, I want to make that clear because a lot of times, a lot of people do go to chats to chat, and and they support whoever. And there's certain aspects that you do support a certain creator, and you don't support everything that they do. So a lot of people may be entertained by certain things that he does, but what really irritates me the most is that it's almost as he's getting paid to be abusive on this platform. I'm not too sure. I need to get into. I don't know what you guys are saying because I have this. Let me see if I can escape really quickly. Sorry. Okay, I'm just gonna catch up on chat really quickly. I just want to see if y'all understand what I'm saying. And for some reason, my chat isn't working on StreamYard. So, 95%. Let me see. I'm sorry. 94% is. I know, and he thought he could be taken down. Oh yeah. So here's my thing. Do you notice also? Okay, I'm just gonna be flat out. This is just my opinion. I believe that Likeness is narcissist. He has a lot of traits, and I have, like I said, I have a whole thing that I've been working on, and I really do. Because do you ever notice that he's always saying like basically all of his exes or are narcissists, or he likes to throw that out right a lot, but it's like, does he ever like reflect and think about it himself really about the things that he does online? Maybe he can look at the traits, and I don't know. So anyway, so I feel that he has a tendency to want to blame others for his channels being taken down, and is really trying to put it all, everything on Tiff. Like no matter what, no matter what happens in his life at this point, everything will be on Tiff. Um, and it's the accountability that I have a problem with. And my thing is that he's really has this hate for her, which I think a lot of times, a lot of narcissistic people have a hard time with rejection, and they have a hard time like if you just do not like them. That's why he does, like he's done it on a lot of people who have talked about him. He'll go on for hours, and it's usually women. And I've stated before, I feel like he's had some kind of issues in his childhood, that this comes from, and he doesn't like know necessarily how to move on. He'll tell his exes to move on, you know, but he's the one that um, it's kind of almost like addicted to talking about them. And it's what's also strange for me is that I'm not too sure if Amber, is his girlfriend or not, at all. I just find it kind of odd that she would sit there, one, support his behavior, two, she seems to justify a lot of things that he does do. And my thing is that doesn't she kind of see a pattern, you know, of how he is to women? Like just the way he talks to women alone would be like, no, I'm done. It just wouldn't work for me. Like, I would be like, no, I'm done. I just wouldn't allow it. Like, even my boys have never, ever talked like that. So it seems kind of odd that this guy comes online. For one, he always has to drink to even have almost basically this liquid courage to become someone he's not. I don't think that sometimes I do ask myself, does he even want to be this way? Because, we don't know how they are at home, but it's like you can only go based on what you see online. And if that's what you want to be putting online, then yeah, you're going to be judged for that. They always say this, like, well, don't talk about my relationship. Don't talk about me and all this stuff. Well, first of all, like, you're on YouTube. Like, that's just what it is, right? Ambers or fly monkey. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, I've talked about flying monkeys. I actually have a video about that. Let's see. He has constructed his own virtual kingdom from the comfort of his arms. Yeah, safe behind his exactly. And I don't think he would talk like this in front of someone at all, like face to face. No, he wouldn't. And it always tells me a lot when a person has to drink every time they go online. And hello, everybody. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to get through what I'm trying to say and read my notes and read comments. So I'm so sorry. I don't do this very often. I was married. Sorry. Married. I was once married to a true textbook narcissist. You cannot convince them. I know their brain won't allow it. Can't allow it. Yeah, exactly. Like, even like, for example, if he does a live, which I'm sure he will, on my video, he will justify everything that that he does online, right? Like, if I'm saying he has to drink, because he'll literally have like a booze, what is that called? A booze when they're asking for money. I'm so sorry. What is it called? When they have it scrolling across. Not a fundraiser. I know. Does he? But my thing is, it's like Amber, I hear, has a daughter, right? I mean, would she be okay with someone speaking to her daughter that way? I think that she needs to allow herself. I don't know. My thing is like, you kind of have to show, right? Like, your daughter, that have guys respect you. And the way that, he talks about different women, and I don't know, that just seems to really bother me, because I know I would never allow anybody to talk to my daughter that way. And I wouldn't even allow somebody to talk to me that way. And he's like, I have clips. And so I have, because since, a lot of people seem to get terminated and banned from YouTube, I have this Patreon that I started for, like, it's only $1.99. And I put up some clips, but I have one of them that, so y'all remember the situation with Sally Ann had made. It was, I don't know, what was it, like a year ago or something? And, when she had went live, and then he got on panel for whatever reason he did. I have put on my Patreon the video of him talking about that. And I thought it was very interesting when I was listening. I listened to it twice. I find it very interesting what he said, but it's on my Patreon, and I just put it on there because I don't want to put it on YouTube, because, everybody, it's like a war zone on here. And so I don't want to get striked for, putting any clips or any video on that. But yeah, because I listening back, it's very telling of how he is. I'm sorry. He seems like his online persona. I doubt he's, yeah, real life. That's what I think so too. And, I'm sorry. I take it back. I don't know how he talks to his mom. It's just my experience with the Mina. Yeah, I agree. I mean, yeah, we don't really know, right? I mean, and we can only guess by what we see, right? His frequency of gulps from his cup reflects his level of stress and anxiety. Notice when his voice gets elevated and anger surfaces. Yes, the gulping and crunching of. Yes, I noticed that too. Like you'll see him grab his cup more, a lot more. Like if you just notice those little details. Let's see here. But there was something I was going to say that somebody just put on here, and chat kind of went fast, and it obviously doesn't like children. Yeah, I saw that. Oh, there was I was listening to one of the lives, and Amber had her child in the background, and he seemed very annoyed that like her daughter was like making noise in the background. I was like, that's kind of weird. Like, why are you like, I don't know, it's just the way he talks to people. I don't get it. And like he'll tell people to shut the F up. And I mean, I have clips like that I'm thinking about putting also on the Patreon, because it's just like, this is crazy. Like he really needs to be shown for who he is. And for him to continue wanting to say that Tiff, took him off. Uh, Look, I don't know everything that goes behind. I don't do anything that behind the scene. I don't even like I've said before, I don't have a Twitter account. I don't, do all that stuff. But my thing is, it has to still go through YouTube, So, you would think like Tiff talks to Elon Musk at this point, like she has that kind of connection. It's crazy to me, but it's because if you notice when people YouTube channel is terminated for narcissists, it can't be their fault. It has to be something else. It has to be someone else. It cannot be them, you know, and that's the part that gets me. Is like he's never going to admit that it was what he was putting. Like, notice at toward the end of his basically YouTube career, because this is career, if he makes money, I was fine with anybody making money. Like, hey, have at it. But the thing is that he put some pictures that were very inappropriate. He started getting very angry, and that, like I've always said, that anger, the hurt will take over, and that's exactly what was taking over. His hate for Tiff basically took over, and just he himself terminated his own channel by what he was doing. But yeah, I mean, yeah, Tiffany's imperfect, and neither am I. But exactly, like nobody's perfect. Like I get, yeah, totally agree. And but it's like for a narcissist, they have to blame someone else, right? It can never be their fault. And so the issue, like I said, that I have is that there is never accountability, and they're trying to really like, hey, you guys, everyone, look at this video. I have the video that was taken off from Amber's. Like, I don't know why it was taken off, but anyways, I haven't went through it completely. I may able to put it on my Patreon if anybody wants to take a look at it. I'll just kind of clip out some things once I go through it. But that's the video that they were trying to show, that I guess that Tiff was responsible. I don't know the whole thing, but let's see here. Let me get back into chat real quick. Let's see. There is nothing wrong with not. Oh no, absolutely. My sister never wants to have kids. Hey, I have no problem with people. It's their own personal choice. I think it's just the way that he reacted was interesting. Sorry, let's see. I'm not too sure he's. Oh no. I think I've talked about someone else. being a narcissist. They apologize, they're vague, and they say, I'm sorry, but, and sometimes they do. Exactly. And I was talking about that with Barb yesterday. That's the thing. Okay, so they'll apologize, right? But it's because of this person, or that person made me do it, or this because of this. It's not, they don't, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's the accountability that's been going throughout the whole YouTube community that's been really crazy lately, right? It's like, it's never, it's like, oh, well, I put that in chat because, oh, you don't know the full content or something like that. And somebody reached out to me, it was like to reach out to Lycan and talk to him and all that. And I was like, first of all, I will never reach out to a narcissist. I mean, like I said, that's my opinion. I would never, because why would I do that? I'm just going to argue with him because he's going to be right. And he only wants yes people around them. That's what he wants. He wants somebody who's just very submissive, who just says yes to everything, just agree with everything, don't question him. And I'm sorry, but I'm just not that kind of woman. And like I said, that's just not who I am, and I think a lot of people, when they do stand up to him, he has a real problem. Like, I saw them trying to talk to Country Joe, and it was so weird. It felt like a cult or a Scientology. Like, no, you need to see how this is, and you don't need to be that way. And I will agree that, she doesn't need to always go with her emotions and hit live. But the way that they were questioning her and talking to her, I was just like, this is weird. Like, I would never go online and be like, oh, okay, reprimand it, please, please just tell me what I did wrong. Please correct me. No, hell no. You're not going to tell me that. That's crazy to me. But I was listening. Yeah, it's culty. Exactly. It's weird. It's like a cult. It's like I'm starting to see different cults forming, and it is so weird. Let's see. Are you people anti? Oh, shoot, this chat is going, but I can't even click. Okay, I'm so sorry. I 71. I'm just talking in general. I haven't even brought her up, but I don't know as far as everybody else out here. But I really don't want anybody to say anything like horrible about anybody in here. Hey Robin, how you doing? Hey, just Carrie, how you doing? Out of the shadows with Ginger. Hey, how you doing? Me and my friend Nicole should laugh a lot, but we're good kind. Yeah, well, I guess me and my best friend probably. Exactly. Yeah, if you start to question him, yeah, he goes nuts. Oh, yeah, and there was another thing. That hold on, let me just get some water real quick, guys. Thank you guys once again for being here. My throat starts to get dry because I usually don't talk this much. Let's see. Oh, here is okay. Yeah, exactly. She hasn't been mentioned at all. I don't think anybody has. At least I haven't seen anything. Let's see. Okay, so I'm looking at my notes and trying to see chat. Hold on, you guys. I'm coming. It's because I also have notes for this other thing, but I'm not going to talk about that today because I think this will be enough for today. Anyways, so I was looking at this, right? So they're self-centered, sense of entitlement, lack of empathy, manipulative or controlling, strong need of admiration, difficult taking feedback, and easily wounded. I don't know, what are your thoughts? Because I mean, I'm just looking at this checklist. I'm just curious myself. I'm just saying. Let's see. I have not blocked anyone in the past, but I rarely block people anymore. Yeah, I don't have anybody blocked actually. Let's see here. I'm sorry if I'm messing you guys stuff. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But yeah, so I also noticed that when Robbie made peace with Tiff, then he wanted to this whole thing is so distorted. It's even hard to explain. I almost thought about doing what are those sharks that you're like, oh gosh, what are they called? I can't even think of them. Like how it starts and where it goes. Oh, thank you, London girl. Thank you so much. Appreciate it because I was getting a little bit nervous. um my vlog. Um I just lost my train of thought right here. Oh, yeah, yeah. So basically, if someone else wants to make peace, he he and other people have a problem, right? So it's like, okay, if Lycan makes peace, right? Everybody has to be for it, right? If you have a problem, he can have anybody in his chat. He can have uh, anybody, whatever, and you just basically have to get over it and move on. It is what it is. But if somebody else does it, then it's questioned, right? And it's questioned almost like he's like some kind of leader. And it's like, it's weird to me because I always feel like when people have their own channel, right? They have their own channel, they can have whoever they want. I mean, that's just what it is. And of course, people can block each other in chat if they don't want to see each other or whatever. But it's like he's only allowed to do whatever he wants. I noticed that. Very controlling. So it's like, okay, hey, let me do whatever I want. But if you guys get basically out of line, you will be questioned about it. And it's weird. So let's just say, for example, okay, I'm just going to throw this out. Um, so, Robbie made peace with Tiff, right? So let's just say, for example, Country Joe decided to make peace with Tiff also, right? Because we know that Lycan had made peace with Granny's watching, right? How do you guys think that would have went if she was just all of a sudden in chat, right? Because how whatever that situation is. And he would have had a full-blown thing. His supporters would have also questioned Country Joe. And it's like, oh, well, you're not respecting him and all this, right? But he was okay to have that because they needed information, right? Which, you know, I'm a little I don't know. I guess basically they're using Granny, right, to get that information that they needed, right? That supposes they're going to go, I guess, to I don't know what, YouTube police with it, I guess. I don't know. Either way, I mean, they seem to be talking about it. It's like if you really want to do something, then do something about it and then let them decide, right? But anyways, my point is that if Country Joe would have had, yeah, like let's just say Tiff in her chat all of a sudden, out of nowhere, right? How do you guys really think that, you know, Lycan, Amber, their supporters would have felt about it, right? But did you notice that when they had her in the chat, everybody was just supposed to just get over it, right? I mean, just notice the difference because it's really what it would have been. And look, I'm not like I don't hate anybody. I'm not against anybody. I just try to point out things that I notice because I feel that a lot of people are always used in this community or even abused, um, are controlled. They want to fit in a community, right? So they end up making excuses for certain behaviors that are, for certain creators, right? But they wouldn't allow that for somebody else. But it's okay as long as the person who they support, it's okay for them to do it. And I wanted to ask Country Joe because I was listening. Do you really think that it's fair? Because I don't have anything. Like when I did the receipt on Country Joe, it was just to point out the lie, which she admitted. She said, about the receipt. She freaked out. She made one. And that was my only thing. Like I don't do it to just blast someone. I don't hate anyone. Like I said, I don't make fun of people's looks. I don't even I don't want to do all that. It's just not me. That's just me. But my point is saying, how would that have went if it was the other way around? Do you really think that that would have been okay? Because I don't think it would have. And so they're just trying to control everything. And if you notice, it's like with liking is everything is a control. It's like, okay, you guys need to accept everything that I do. Don't question me in anything that I do, basically, and I'm allowed basically to talk crap about women all the time, but I want your money. Like he's gotten so bold, like, oh, let's piss off the haters. Give me some money. And I was like, whoa, who else does that? NC, right? I started to notice a lot of things, and I have written down some notes. And I'm yapping. I actually just feel like Dorothy right now, like where I'm just yapping and yapping, and I don't look at chat at all. So I'm so sorry. I hope you guys don't think I'm being rude. I just like get in my thoughts, so I have to talk it before I forget. So I am not being rude at all. I hope. Um, let's see. What are you guys saying? Sorry. Yeah, I agree. He is a shameless eBay. I mean, it's like he's almost gotten comfortable being that way. It's weird. Um, I guess. I have no hurt feelings if 71 has me blocked. Sometimes you have to do things for your own. Oh, that's sweet the way you said that, Robin. You're right. I mean, if anybody has me blocked, I wouldn't take it personal. Just what it is. Hey, if it works for you, that's well. Not, then it's okay. Um, what bet are we taking? I must have missed it. I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm like trying to read and then I have to go through what I'm trying to say too. So, but what do you guys think? Like, really, if CJ would have went in there? I mean, I'm sorry. Oh Lord, if Tiff would have went just into CJ's chat, and if CJ, if you're listening, I'm just saying, like, what are your thoughts if that would have happened? I mean, just think about it. Would they have been so nice and friendly and CJ would have been, no, we're just trying to get information, don't worry about it, like in an Amber, don't, no, we're just trying to get this, from Tiff. If you don't want her in here, you could just leave, or just block them, just come on, just be nice, you guys, everybody in chat. I don't know. I'm just saying. Who gets custody? Oh, Lord. I see what you're saying. I'm so sorry. Oh, I'll always take anybody. I'm just like that. But who? I don't know. I don't have anybody blocked on mine. I mean, I don't know. I'm just like that. I always feel bad for people too. Like, it's so weird. I've always been like that. Like somebody could like be bad, but I still feel bad for them. It would have been totally cool. Exactly. Not right. That's what I'm saying. But because it's them, it's okay, right? Like, oh, the entire that's actually really funny. Would have been just there by yourself, Tiff. No, but I'm serious. Like, that's the point. It's like, that's what I'm saying. It's like, I don't know. It's just something to think about. I'm just saying, I just didn't like the way they were just like, I get what they're saying, like, don't just shoot off alive and all that stuff. But it's like, at the same time, it's like, it's so odd to me. It's like, I don't know. I don't get it. Let's see. Who cares who's blocked and who? Just ignore, move on. Look at this way. Less comments to read. Yeah, that's true. That is true. I agree with you. I mean, like I said, I don't have anybody blocked, but I'm sure if I was more on YouTube, I would definitely have probably more people blocked on here. But yeah, is there any update on Dorothy? Anybody have anything? I see. Let me see if I can see anything by here by chance. But yeah, I was just thinking about that. Like, if seriously, okay, I need to just if anybody can tell me, because once I get on my phone, I'm gonna check messages and all kinds of stuff, and I don't want to get distracted. I keep checking my page. Okay, but nothing. Okay, okay. Yeah, I don't know how long her surgery was, but she sounded so nervous and I felt so bad for her uh for it. Like I said, I've never had surgery, but I can only imagine how it oh, whew. Yes, we did Tiffany. Pray for her if you believe in it. Absolutely. We did that the beginning. Um but anyway, so let me see if there is anything. Oh, I'm sure. Like I said, I'm sure he's gonna do a live on me, which is fine. I'm not gonna listen to it. I'm just saying. Oh, I know, Dorothy. We're all praying for you, Dorothy. I'm sure. I hope. I really do. You know. But let me see. Let me look at my notes real quick. Oh yeah, they were like also giving CJ like a hard time because they were like, well, didn't you notice? Yes, Tiffany. Oh, sorry. Think yes, because of this stream. Oh yeah, yeah, because he loves to do, lives about everybody. If you really just say I hate liking, like you could just literally just say that like a 10-second clip and he'll go on for like an hour from that one little clip. Anyways, I'm trying what was I saying? Oh yeah, yeah. So Amber was saying like, oh well, Lycan just lost his channel, you can be more sympathetic about it. And I'm thinking he's gonna keep losing his channel. He's not even supposed to be here on YouTube. So you're telling me, so let's just think about like Natasha, she's on her like 50th million channel, right? You're telling me that nobody ever is supposed to go live every time basically uh he loses a channel. I mean, that's guaranteed. Let's just say monthly he loses it. So you're supposed to be very sympathetic to that. That's weird to me. Like that's weird. It's like, no, you guys, like his channel just went down today. He should be prepared for his channel to go down. I mean, come on. He's been terminated. Like that was crazy to hear that. I was just like, are you serious? Like, so CJ is not supposed to like have a life. She's not even supposed to have feelings. Basically be a robot. Like, I don't know. This whole thing is so weird to me. Um, let's see. Oh yeah, let's stay on topic, but I'm not too sure what we're talking about. They were joking about who would get custody of CJ. Oh, okay, okay. Sorry. I am like, yeah. Sorry. Oh my gosh, yes, a cult. Yeah. So I'm very fascinated with like cults and stuff. And some of the stuff that goes online is so weird. Like, it's so odd. Like, oh, CJ, you can come over here. Like, that's crazy. Like, that may be the next breakup coming. I'm just throwing that out there. Sorry, I hit my mic. I know that. Like, I notice sometimes CJ will try to like say something a little different from what they're saying. And they'll basically keep talking till basically she's just like, oh, okay, yeah, I see it. Like, I don't even think that she even agrees at that point. She just gives in, like, okay, yeah, whatever. So they can move on from topic because it's like they don't move on. They're so stuck on, like, no, you need to, like, agree with everything, because, like I said, he wants yes people. And I was listening to Amber a little bit and I was just trying to study a little bit about like how she responds. And a lot of times it's like, oh, yeah, like, can I agree? Oh, yeah, that's so true. Oh, yes. And I was like, girl, like it's okay to have like to disagree with him or just say something different, because I really like to like empower women to just like speak up for yourself. Like it's okay to have a difference of opinion. It's okay to just have your own thought, your own. I mean, we're all different, right? We're not all going to agree on the same thing. And so it's almost as if she agrees with everything that he says, that he does, that everything. And then it's very odd. And I'm just not made that way. If my husband can ever go live, he would tell you so much. Like, I'm just like, I don't know, I'm a pretty strong woman, and I'm very vocal when it comes to certain things. And so I guess I like to kind of push that on other women as well. And I don't like to just see people being run over, taken advantage of, just stuff like that. I don't know if y'all are understanding what I'm saying, but when I look at it, I just feel bad. Like I just want to like kind of pat her on the back and be like, "Come on, just say something different. You'll be all right. And if he doesn't agree, you'll still be okay. You know what I mean? Um, because that's just, I don't know. I know I'm just rambling on, but yeah, it's just like you ever see like feel sorrier for me, like that's who he wants when his channels are taken down. Um, let's see. Oh my gosh, I love Dateline. I'm like obsessed with Dateline. Like you have to. Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, the link. Yeah, I don't know if people can get in trouble for that. And how you doing, Amber? Coming in. Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't be changing. I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't be sharing his links, but that's just me. Um, if you have to walk on eggshells around your friends and they're exactly they're not friends, me and my online sister have arguments, but it's not how you handle it determines if it's true friendship or not. Exactly. It's like the whole big yeah, it's like eggshells. It's like that's not healthy too. And that's why a lot of these people don't have good relationships with anybody. They go from another person to another person to another person because really because they need to work on themselves, but they think that going into another relationship's going to fix that, and it's going to be, oh, okay, well, you'll be okay for now. And then when that wears off, then they go to another relationship, and that's just basically you know I think where it is. um I did a stream yesterday where I explained it very okay. I'll catch it. I'm sorry. I wake up like at 4, and sometimes I have to like take a nap, or I did a live with Barb yesterday, and I waking up at 4 in the morning is really tough, and a lot of times I just want to like either go to sleep, and I'll put like a live on and I just fall asleep. Like sometimes I'll listen to just different ones, just different channels. I know there is a lot. I mean, it's kind of like a bad thing because ah, it's like a bad but good. You know what I mean? Like, does that make sense? Um, that's a TOS once you've been terminated. Well, oh, okay. I will definitely catch it. Um, Inquire. Yeah, and then I'll have like where people say like, well, you support like for example, and Tiffany, I'm just gonna use you as an example because you're in here and they always use you as an example. But they'll say, oh, well, you support Tiff and so you support everything that they do. But they can have anybody they want. I'm like, I'm sorry, but I don't take YouTube that serious, okay? Like I'm just, voicing of what I see, but I'm gonna have whoever I want in mind. No, like nobody else is gonna tell me who I can have and not have. And like I said, we don't support everything that someone does, and somebody may not support everything. I mean, everything that I do or say, and that's okay. Like we're all big people. Like we can handle everything that comes. It's just so weird. It's like, so let's just take away everything that you said because you had like, let's say Tiffany and fat. I'm like, whatever, like it don't make no damn sense to me. Let's see. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I've had my best friend for over like 20 years, and oh my gosh, she's so much fun. I always like I have to have like a good group of friends around me. Because I can get a little wild, crazy when I'm, go out and party. Let's see here. And how are you doing? I'm sorry if I didn't say hi to you. It all seems so silly. If Tiffany really had the power to take down Shauna, why would she wait so long and leave so many toxic ones? Exactly. And so I did hear, I think it was Liking that said it, I believe, that they said that there was a list and that they were like it had also allegedly with Brittany J in there. And, I had like a list of all the people. And I'm thinking, okay, well, let's just say, for example, all that, right? And it was Granny's and some other, I can't even remember every name. But if she really had the power, let's just say, when she take off those other videos that are out there of her, like let's just be for real. Like there's other videos that, because you know how like if you follow certain people and you're in the same kind of community, other videos do pop up and out of curiosity, you click on it, right? So why wouldn't Tiffany want to take those down? Like why is she gonna just leave that and just be like, no? So that's what I'm trying to say is that like, oh my gosh, I was about to use the wrong name. Liking, that's the thing. It's like you broke terms of service. And I think only Amber's situation is because something was linked with Liken's channel. That's just my opinion of what I think. I think something was linked together with Liken, and that's why her channels. And now I will say this. I know I've been seeing a lot of people say, oh, they don't feel bad for Amber. I always feel bad for people. It's just, I just do. So I feel bad because I think that if she knew then what she knows now about what happened, I don't think it would have been linked together. But I noticed like he'll control like her StreamYard and all her, like I already put the link or I already deleted that person or I already did this and I already did that. Like he constantly says that. I'm like, that is so odd. Like you're so controlling. It's like, or when he would throw in links and be like, oh, I already dropped my links, and she's like, oh, you did? Oh, I didn't know. And I'm like, you didn't run that by her own channel? That is so weird to me. Like, why would you not have enough respect? I mean, like, when it's a partner, you say, hey, would you mind? Like, I would never go into Barb's channel and be like, hey, I already took care of my links and stuff, so don't worry about it. That's just weird to me, Let me go back into chat. I am so sorry. Sometimes the chat goes by so fast and I just ramble on and on. So I'm sorry if I ever feel like I'm rude. My best friend I met in second grade, she was like a sister. She passed. Oh, I'm so sorry. She passed a couple of years back and then a month. Oh my goodness. I hate Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry, Robin. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I've had my best friend since sixth grade and you're set. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. Oh, yes, cancer. Oh, I know you miss them because you have a lot of history with people, and it's like you lost that person, and then you're just like, whoa, like that. It's just a shock, and that's why sometimes when I see all this that goes on in this community, people have real life, like outside of YouTube. So when they make a humongous deal about losing a channel, and like I'm not saying that it's nothing, but what I'm trying to say is that there's other things going on that's that people are really dealing with, like health. Health is like really important in life. You can't. There's not enough money just to like make everything go away, right? I mean, as we've seen with that sub that happened, what, a week or two ago. I mean, those billionaires. I mean, you can pay enough to survive. I mean, but that's the reality. Is that a lot of people have things going on, and then when you see this, it's like it's so ugly. It's really is like a war zone sometimes when you get online. Robin, I lost my best friend from high school, and cancer. Yeah, I wish there was something to that to fix. I'm so sorry, Tiffany. Yeah, I get what you're saying, Amber. Yeah, I've seen that. When you do, I think a lot of people, and this just is my opinion. Um, I think sometimes people need a little bit more. What can I say? I think there's certain people that do tell her. She has certain friends that probably have mentioned to kind of distance herself, but I think she needs to have more of the courage to do it. And that's probably what I'm just going to say about that. Props to Tiffany for standing up for the, oh gosh, yes. You got to get yourself out of the situation, Yeah, I agree. I think he became way too cocky, wild, nasty. I agree. I think it went into his head. He saw how many people, because, a lot of them will say, oh, look at the box, you know, my numbers of, like, for example, the money that they get, or they have a community. Um, and he could say, like, on his live today, if he does, go over my video, that I'm jealous of his community or I'm jealous of his money. Okay, no, not at all. Not at all. I'm not jealous of any of that. I wake up at like 4 in the morning I go to work, I make my own money. I don't count on YouTube for it. And if if people do, that's not, I'm not even trying to say that. I'm trying to say, I am not jealous of your money. I'm not jealous of your community. Hey, if people want to follow you wherever you go, I mean, it ain't Twitch, I guess. But hey, if you decide to go over there, I don't care. Anybody can support anybody. But what I'm trying to say is that they always have a tendency to say that we're jealous of them. Jealous of what? Like, I don't get that. Like, I have a man who respects me, who talks to me, you know, like I'm a human being, doesn't tell me to shut the F up, because they want to, like, he'll do that on Amber's channel. And I'm like, dude, that's her channel. Like, let her finish a thought. Like, he even cuts her off all the time. And I'm like, no, don't allow that. Just say, hey, let me finish up. Let me finish my thought, what I have to say. Because I just feel like that's important, to just, I don't know. I like to encourage, but yeah, I get what a lot of people say. Like, when you continue to do it, I think a lot of people don't know how to get out of certain situations of things. I don't know. That's just my opinion on things. Liking is so much like Natasha said. Yeah. I've done so many videos on her that it is disturbing. And I was writing some notes. Actually, I think I may have them here. Like I said, I was doing like a PowerPoint, but think about it, you guys. They think they're actually, well, I don't know. They think they're actually royalty, but you got Natasha who thinks a queen, right? Lycan thought he was like, what, King Krama or something like that, right? They both been terminated. They think we're all jealous of their money, their community. They both need to be in control. They both won't take accountability for being terminated. They're very controlling of where they're at. Everything goes. You must follow their rules, but you got to follow their rules, but don't make rules for them, right? Lord knows they ain't gonna follow any of that. They're obsessed with money. And do you notice a lot of people have to validate? One time, I think he was on, I can't think of the person's panel, but he was on somebody's panel and people were like, Lycan, you're so like awesome. You can draw, Lycan, you're so funny, Lycan. And he's just sitting there and he's like, oh, please tell me more, you guys. Like, I was like, that is weird. Like, why do you need all these women to just validate, just feel good enough? Like, that's weird. Like, I thought it was so, I can't even remember whose panel he was on. But he was just sitting there and he was just like, oh, okay, we'll keep going. And they kept going too. They were like, oh, Lycan, you just have such a great community. You're just amazing. I was just like, this is weird. Like, that is so odd. But they do the same thing to Natasha, right? Like, she'll literally say, like, can you guys write me in my email and tell me basically how good I am, what I've done to you, what I've done for this community. I'm like, why? That's weird to me. Like, why do you need that? Don't you just feel good enough? So you need somebody to come tell you? That is so odd. I don't even know. I can't even get into Natasha because you guys, I can talk about her forever. What is it? What? I have been called Satan. That's what I go. You don't sound nothing that you would be called that. Let's see. Natasha saw Lycan trying to encourage on her growth and gave him. Oh, yeah. She will not let him on panel. I think he's been on panel maybe a few times, but oh my gosh, she has tried to go on her panel and I just laugh every time. She's like, you ain't coming up here. There's been times. Oh, sorry. There's been time when Natasha and Lycan have been fun to be around. I wish they go. Exactly. Yeah, they could be fun. Like, I totally agree. But I think what happens is that their ego basically gets inflated, right? I mean, they start to see their numbers grow, their money grow, a lot of this. Yeah, you're amazing. You're awesome. And so it gets to become, their head gets big and then it changes them. And a lot of people did enjoy them, right? And like a lot of people enjoyed Natasha, a lot of people enjoyed Lycan, but then they're like, their channels grew and they just became a totally different person. And that's why a lot of people laughed because they changed a lot, and if they could just go back to that, their community probably be good, Oh my goodness. It would be hilarious if A booted. Oh my gosh. I would laugh. So I would actually have to clip that and take a chance on which channel. That would be so hilarious. Be like, I've had enough of you telling me what to say and do, and I agree with you. Block. And then she could put you a block B. Nobody wants to hear about him for 6 hours. Exactly. Like, not even just for 6 hours, every single day. It's like, I don't even know if he's gone one live without mentioning her name. It's like, no matter what, it could be like the weather, and he'd be like, well, Tiff made it rain today. It'd be like, so it's so bizarre to me. Like, dude, like, come on, move on. At some point, you just have to, you know? Give me 1 second, you guys. Hold on. Okay. So I also think that sometimes who you hang out with, whether good or bad, I think so. And do you notice that they'll say the same thing? Like, I never even heard the word sus, but Amber started saying it a lot. And then I started noticing like it would say it. And I was like, you never even said that word. Like, that's weird. But not even just word wise, just, justification of their actions of everything. Um, Natasha used to be fun until the money. Oh my goodness. I think once that 20K came around, that was, oh my goodness. That changed, I think, everything that we have not even seen anything. What do you mean delusional? I mean, this is just my opinion just as well as, you have yours. Fire up a hate stream about Amber if she, oh my, yeah. Well, definitely. Of course. And then we will see all kinds of, you know, text messages and videos and everything. Oh yeah, I mean, exactly. So all the money all the money. Well, yeah, it's got to be the money grab. It's yeah, exactly. It became that way. Have fun denying the facts. No help for you. No, what's? I mean, hey, that's your opinion. That's fine. We're all allowed to have it, so it's okay. Like, and I don't hate you. I just don't approve of your behavior and the way that you talk to women. And a lot of people have said that. It's when a lot of people are saying the same thing, there's got to be some truth in it. I mean, do some self-reflection. Just saying, like, dude, like, stop talking to women that way. Stop being rude and controlling. I let's see. I watched Natasha when she didn't know Crafton or Robbie yet. I guess that's the vintage. Yeah, yeah. It's on also on yeah, her Facebook. She has a lot of her, when she had the camera in her face, um, and stuff. Yeah, I agree with you, Robin. I don't think he would ever admit that. I think he was actually really hurt by it, but oh yeah, I know. I thank you, but that's fine. That God took your channels. No, I think your actions of what you do about, you know, your those pictures that I shown, yeah, that was, I don't agree with it. But I didn't just say God took it, but you could twist and turn however you want. I know how you work. It ain't gonna affect me like that. Um let's see. The fact he's now a wolf podcast. Is it even a podcast? I mean, I haven't even listened to any of that. Oh, that's what I said. Like I said, I can do an hour live. He's going to do a 10-hour live. You know. Okay, so let's just. I'm glad you brought that up because Amber loves me. It's funny how obsessed you are with our relationship, though. First of all, you put your relationship on YouTube. Okay, you don't see me, having my husband or other people on it because if I did, I'm sure y'all would say something, right? That's why I keep a lot of things private. First of all, I wouldn't even have said anything that y'all were interested in each other because then that just gives people room to talk about it. So don't come on a public platform, one that you're terminated on. And, what I'm trying to say is Amber needs to just have a backbone. There's nothing wrong with talking to a girl to say, hey, don't allow, a man to speak to you that way. So I should just say, hey, yeah, allow someone to abuse you. No, I don't think so. I'm not controlling anyone. Well, I'm sure that's your opinion, but there's a lot of people that just disagree, you know. It's funny how you're obsessed with Tiffany. How about this, like, and why don't you do like a week without bringing up Tiffany? How about that? I mean, seriously, just do a week. Lord, I'm sure your people who watch you would be like, thank God. Like, you know, I'm just saying, like, I think your, subscribers would appreciate that if you just went like a week. For one, respecting your girlfriend who you say loves you. I mean, I'm sure she's expressed it too. I mean, have you guys heard Amber say, like, please, can we stop talking about Tiff? Can we talk about something else? I mean, she's even said it. So if you love her, can you just please, like, not, like, bring up Tiff for like a week? I'm just saying. But um let's see, Jill. I support this community moving in a more proactive way. Some will have to stay dysfunctional because of addiction too, but I think it will branch off. I want to learn the dose of healthy drama. Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying, but I think a lot of people do this. They have to have content. They have to have the content to make the money because other than that they're not going to have the money rolling in. If you notice, if you talk about drama, your numbers are up and you could literally talk about like you know I don't know what's just going on in people's daily life and it's just not the same. But oh my goodness. Hmm? Hmm. Sorry, I don't. Oh my god. But okay, we see that and what you reveal, but at the same time, we're allowed to have our own opinions of stuff, of what we think. And you're trying to. Okay, here's the thing, I'm like, and I'm gonna say this very nicely. You're kind of obsessed with your ex girlfriend. Like, I'm just gonna be honest. Like, and it's like you're trying to get everybody to hate Tiff. Okay, let's just say, okay, we all hate Tiff. And what? I mean, it doesn't mean that we're going to go and follow you and agree with everything that you do and say. Um, I don't know. I'm just confused. It's like, what is like what you're trying to do out here? Like, what's your end goal with the whole Tiff thing? Yeah, I agree. I mean, I wanted to talk about this case. I don't want to talk about any flashlight stuff at all. At all. I'm not gonna hear that. Anyways, I'm gonna put him out for just a little bit, you guys. Sorry. Um, anyways, well, I guess y'all guys can catch the live of him talking about this chat and everything else here. But I was gonna show something else, but I think um okay, well, there's that. But anyways, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this live because I really don't want it to get ugly or anything like that. But anyways, thank you guys so much for being here today and just hearing me out. And like I said, I don't like hate anyone. I don't even hate like, and I don't like the way that his behavior is. But I mean, like I said, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's my point is proven right there is that he's going to justify, he's going to defend everything. He's going to say, he's going to do that, just watch, like, just listen to, if y'all do not, then don't. I'm not even going to listen to it. Like I said, I got things I'm doing this evening, and then I'm going to go take me a little vacay for this weekend. And I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Thank you guys so much for being here and being respectful, you guys. And I will catch you guys next time. Bye.